Hello, Whimsy fam. Welcome to our pick a card. We're asking today, why they ghosted. Yeah. So I guess this would be reading your runner's cards. Yeah. So in this pile, you can pick the Jack-o'-lantern tarot with a pretty piece of natural amethyst druzy. In the center pile, you can pick the Golden Art Nouveau tarot with this piece of copper ore. And this last deck is the Tarot of the Divine. Oi, menopause brain. With this beautiful piece of blue celestite from South Bass Island in Lake Erie and the Geode Cave. So, more than one of these piles may speak to you. I would go with my first instinct, but you may have info in more than one of these readings. So, let's get started. We might pull some tea leaves and get some advice from the monsters as well. I've got some oracle cards down here. Two. Okay. If you picked the amethyst druzy crystal right here, these will be your cards. Okay. Let's take a look here. Well, it looks like, you know, some kind of communication is incoming. It might not be verbal. It might not be a text message. It might just be an energetic communication. Sometimes, you know, you can feel people around you. You have creation and protection, balance, a karmic adjustment going on, objectivity, so keep an open mind, and Medusa, the outcast. Let's look at Medusa. This is a new deck. This is the Women of Myth Oracle deck. It's divided into monsters, heroines, and goddesses. So, and it's in alphabetical order. So that's convenient. Medusa. Misunderstood, persecuted, and victim blaming. Well, I mean, obviously, people don't run unless they're in some kind of a low vibrational energy. You're feeling like you're the victim of gossip, injustice, or unwarranted public or private attack. Perhaps your actions, intentions, or personality have been misunderstood or misinterpreted. Okay, so these are your person's feelings. I think that they have been getting, you know, their 5D self has been trying to get through to them. But they're just still very suspicious, or they were when they ran. I don't think they felt protected. I don't think they felt that they could create anything. Anything in their path, anything in your path, anything you do is creation. And clearly they needed to adjust something on their path, right? All right, let's get some tarot. Oi, oi. I might have to deal these. And because some of them have nudity. And I might have to cover them. So, okay, Knight of Wands. Spirit, can I have another card, please, from Medusa? Why Medusa? The Ace of Cups. Why the Creation card, please, Spirit? Thank you. The Nine of Cups. And 22nd path is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, that's another card. It's balance on balance, right? Two of Pentacles is just about balance. Anyway, sorry, tech support needed a Sharpie. I hope I gave him the right one. Because of course, as soon as I started reading, everyone needs everything, right? The Knight of Wands wants to create. And these are all, I mean, yes, balance. They were out of balance, obviously. You have both of these cards about balance. This is in Egyptian mythology. When you would pass away, they would weigh your heart against a feather. And any guilt you had would weigh heavier than the feather, and it would show up in the balance. Obviously, Two of Pentacles, it's the card of balance. Balancing physical things. And maybe this is balancing spiritual things. So they were just, you know, had some work to do on themselves yet. The Nine of Cups is manifesting whatever you wish. So you've got the creativity and a new birth and archangel protection of that new birth and the new systems, as well as the wish card. So they're trying to manifest something. They're trying to manifest some balance. Medusa was a beautiful woman, and she was, we'll say, assaulted by the god of the sea. Bad memory, sorry. Poseidon. She was assaulted by Poseidon, and the gods got jealous and turned her into a monster. They felt like everything was dark, that the world was against them, that the gods were against them. And they had, you know, given everything they could out of this cup. Perhaps they were an overgiver, or someone who had a savior complex, perhaps. But I don't think they felt that they could speak and say these things to you. Or maybe they didn't even know them yet themselves. Perhaps. We'll get some further clarification. Why the Knight of Wands, Spirit? Thank you. The Hermit. Yeah. They had to go off and find their path again and find their footing and leave anything that wasn't right in front of their face behind, I think. And the Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here? What did we get? Six of Wands. Yeah, I think they saw something different in you, perhaps. that they weren't used to seeing, and maybe it felt a little bit like a home that they could embrace. Some place that they could rest after the battle, after they refilled their cup. But Medusa, you know, never was saved. So, Medusa, you can, I'll check the book, but I'm pretty sure Medusa, you know, is sort of, has a tendency to live in anger, you know, and, you know, horrible things were done to Medusa, so it's not unlikely. Medusa's advice is, remember that much of what others say or do to you is a projection, not a reflection of who you are. Remember the power of telling your story. If it feels safe, she asks you to share your truth when you're ready to, and however you feel you're able to. Yeah, and they just didn't, your person just didn't feel like they could share the truth yet. But they saw you as a person maybe that they could in the future, I think. Why is this Nine of Cups here on creation? I mean, I think that they felt the need to recreate themselves or their life. Why is the Nine of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the Nine of Cups? Thank you. The Moon. Yeah. I think they were just so confused. They were so confused because they had what they thought they wanted, and then it went bad. They had the cup they thought was theirs, and then it went bad. And they had to stop and just they needed to restart everything, and they just didn't know how to do it at the time. Why the Two of Pentacles, Spirit? Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Thank you. The Queen of Cups. Yeah. They're looking for their particular love. The person that is supposed to reciprocate their feelings, but they cannot reciprocate the Queen of Cups love until they, you know, come into more balance. All right, let's get some tea leaves for this person, for your runner. All righty, Spirit. Can we have a few tea leaves, please? Thank you. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Well, that comes with balance and creativity. Someone working against you or behind your back. Yeah, see, they felt like everything was working against them. Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. Something happened with a woman. Yeah. There might be a karmic involved. They might have had an ex who just destroyed them, you know. There's some really good people. Really good people can suffer really heavy loss at the hands of low vibrational energy, especially in a romantic relationship. Any more, please, Spirit? Oh, there's a lot. Okay, well. Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. That's another thing, too. I'm going to stick that down here. Some people, when they get hurt, they head straight for overwork, right? And there's financial pinch. Yeah, I think that is the fallback for many people when their cups and their staves and their, or the cups, the wands, and the swords all fail. They head for the pentacles, right? Claw, be careful, do not take risks. Yeah. Yeah, they just, they couldn't take any risks with their well-being. They couldn't even envision this relationship. Temporary problems. It seems like they are coming back into balance. They do recognize this. They've had messages from Spirit in this Knight of Wands, you know, kind of their higher self prompting them along, right? Okay, let's see. Any more here, Spirit? Is there any more tea leaves for the peeps, for the fam? Anything else? Table, hard work ahead. Yeah, I think they knew that hard work was going to be their distraction. It was going to be their hermit, right? A lot of people do that. Especially if their job and their career is not related to a home presence or the rest of their life. Some people just go to work and come home and leave work at work and leave home at home. Other people, you know, they don't separate it. So maybe they were able to separate it and just concentrate on work. Because that's a reliable thing, right? Alrighty. On the bottom of the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot, Queen of Wands, I think that, put it in the middle, they're getting some inspiration about how to come out of this. But it was all just too much at one time, I think. Too much love, too much passion, too much possibility, and too much uncertainty, right? Because at the very beginning of the relationship, you don't know whether it's going to go anywhere or whether it will last. And maybe they just couldn't handle another heartbreak. Yeah? Let's get some advice from the monsters. Monsters. The critters. The Wild Things Oracle. Can I have some advice, please, for pile one? Some advice, please, for pile one? Any advice for pile one or their person? Their person that ghosted? Their runner? Any advice? No? Any advice, please? Is that it? Yep. Be yourself. Absolutely be yourself. Because you are fabulous. You're the Queen of Cups and you're the Queen of Wands, apparently. And you are so fabulous that you're scary, right? I know that I can personally be a little scary and intimidating. Just my personality and my being feral, you know, and maybe you just shone too bright for them at the time. But at the same time, even if you did shine too bright for them, they're going to remember that. Yeah? And when they come into balance and they can physically be in a position to accept this cup, the Queen of Cups cup, you know, they're going to remember that. Love and passion. Cups and Wands. Very nice. Now, whether your person, you know, does come into balance and wise up, you know, we can't say. But if they do, you know, or when they do, even if they don't reach out, I think they will think of you. Well, pile one, I hope this helps. Okay, so let's put these guys away and move on to pile two, shall we? So I did use new decks, new oracle decks in this reading. I used the Women of Myth oracle deck and also the Oracle of Visions by Kiro Marchetti. This has no words on it anywhere. It's just a picture and a basic meaning. But they are beautiful. I love them. I love this artist. All right. Let me put these babies aside. Interesting, because I didn't think of where on my desk I was going to put them aside. Okay, pile two. Pile two, the Copper Ore and the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Let's see, let's find a place to put there. Yeah, that's good enough. Alrighty, let's see what your oracle cards have to say, fam. Ooh. Kitsune, another monster. The Empress, 14th Path. Nice, nice. I think your person was masking, wearing a mask. They're used to playing a role, sort of being, controlling what people think about them. They like to not show all of their cards, I think. Yeah, they have a little bit of this kitsune, this trickster energy, making people think they are something that they are not, but that's, you know, a way to protect themselves. Excuse me, just a minute. The demon beagle is loose. Lizzie, come on now. Come on. I can't leave her loose, fam. Come on. She gets into things that make her sick. Sorry for the interruption. Go to bed, Lizzie. Bed. Thank you. Yes, she will snoot something that will make her ill. I'm very sorry. I guess if you watch me at all, you realize that, yes, Demon Beagle is a constant interruption. So, all right. So, the Empress path. I think they really, at heart, they wear this mask and they keep the truth to themselves, because they really do have a gooey marshmallow center, and it's been hurt many times. But I think they really want to embody an empress. They want a family, and they want to be creative and share their creativity in whatever way they can. Not everybody, you know, is a writer, an artist, or a musician. Some people are creative because they have ideas. Yeah? Huh. And go the distance. You know, they didn't want to rush into anything. This cheetah, they're fast, but they are pacing themselves, you know, so they could go for distance and not speed. We'll look up Kitsune though, because this is a new deck. The Women of Myth Oracle deck. Kitsune is also a monster, so they'll be in the back. The book. There are 13 different types of Kitsune, which are Japanese fox demons. Cool, huh? They can often be magical tricksters and appeal to humanity's worst vices. If you're not feeling like yourself or acting like it either, bring concentrated awareness into your thoughts, actions, and patterns. It's a question of identity and who are you fooling? Why are you wearing that mask? Maybe they couldn't be honest with themselves about their part in whatever past trauma they had. Maybe they had to go deep and find themselves again. Some people, when they get their heart broken, it stays broken for a very long time. And they end up, you know, with the type of behaviors you see here. Trying to be a puppet master. And I don't think that they could, they knew they couldn't puppet you. They didn't know what you were going to do. They couldn't pin you down or have expectations, I think. Let's get some tarot. All right, Spirit. Hang on just a second, fam. I need some of the stuff on my finger, the grippy stuff. Okay. All right, Spirit. Why the marionettes? Why that card? The King of Pentacles. Why the Kitsune? Page of Wands. Why the Empress? Five of Swords. And why go the distance? Thank you. Ten of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, and the Queen of Swords. I think they stuck you full of swords, or they think they did. It's possible you understood what was going on the whole time. It's possible, you know, that you had a burgeoning relationship or a relationship that might have gone to the next level. And they freaked out. And for which they assume that whatever they did is unforgivable. Because that's how they were thinking. Because they could not forgive the person that did things to them that broke their heart. So they just assumed that you would not forgive them. And that if they came to speak with you, you would, you know, show them some tough love. Like the Queen of Swords. All up in their ego. Swords are in, especially the later numbers of swords, is all about your, you know, worry. Does this 10 of Swords mean you literally have 10 swords stuck in you? No. But it can feel like this. These swords pin you down and make you impossible to defend yourself. And they seem to feel a lot of guilt for doing that to you. And guilt doesn't serve anybody, you know. If they felt guilty, they should have apologized and talked it out, right? If they were going to become an empress. That's what empresses do. Yeah? They're not afraid of anything. They're not afraid to communicate. They're not afraid of what's coming. You know? And they just still, at this time, this person who ran still just hadn't cleaned up their own battlefield yet. They still don't understand that these swords are unnecessary fears. And again, with many runners, when they get emotionally stabbed, so to speak, they turn to work and material things, you know, because if they can't have a balanced, beautiful relationship, if they can't maneuver themselves and other people into their own, you know, what they want, they fall back on pentacles and work, you know, just focus on work, focus on work, focus on work, focus on pentacles, keep busy, right? But I think they do have an idea about what is supposed to happen next. Yeah? Let's see. Let's get some clarifiers then. Why the King of Pentacles, Spirit? Why is the King of Pentacles here? Thank you. Yeah, the 10 of Wands, or of Staves. Just, you know, emotional burdens left over from the person that wounded them last. Whoever that was. The situation they were in that did not turn out well, I think. Why the Page of Wands, please? Why the Page of Wands? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. 2 of Swords. That's a choice. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to choose. They had an idea. They thought maybe that it could work out. You know, maybe that you were their person. You know, the person that would help them be an empress or give them the opportunity to be an empress, or maybe you were the empress. And they just with this 10 of Swords, they just couldn't make a choice. They couldn't bear to be talked to sternly. They couldn't bear to be called on their guilt. The thing they felt guilty for doing. Which could have been just running, you know. Ghosting itself, right? Why the 5 of Swords, please? Thank you. The High Priestess. So you got the High Priestess on the Empress. The High Priestess tells me that they know now that they screwed up. Definitely. They screwed up. They reacted out of pain and they did something dumb, and they're afraid of the consequences. They're afraid you're going to own them up to their consequences of what it was they did. Yep, you scared them. That's it. They're scared of you. Bed. Demon spawn. Demon beagle. You know, I'm not the only person who jokes about that with the demon beagle. Stephen King calls his dog Thing of Evil. So, yeah. I'm not the only one. Don't feel bad for the dog. She's very well cared for and spoiled. Well, I think I'm going to get... Oh, let's look at the bottom of the deck. The Devil. Yeah, so much doubt. So much doubt. They don't know whether they're coming or going. Their own experience hinders them. Their own pain hinders them, holds them back, makes them doubt that anything good can happen. Let's get some tea leaves. Okay, tea leaves for this person, please. This runner, thank you. Staff, you'll be taken care of in difficult times. Yeah, I don't think they have anybody to take care of them. I mean, from a close relationship, I don't think they have one. I mean, I bet they have friends, but they probably feel like all of these friends are not besties, right? Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. I think they maybe had that with you and didn't know what to do with it. They couldn't believe it was real. And it might have been, you know, the only carefree time that they had. Yeah? All right. Any more, Spirit? Any more for this runner? This ghoster? Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Yeah, they're friends. They're not sincere. That's how they feel. That's part of that burden. When you put up that fence and you carry that burden and you stay in that energy, it feels like no one is dependable or sincere, especially in devil energy. It feels like you're the only person you can trust, right? When you're in devil energy. Any more, please, for this runner? Thank you. The vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Again, you know, worry that someone is against you. The devil, the queen, you know. They think whatever it was they did, it was unforgivable. And that if they come back and try to make it right, if they choose that, then it's just going to be more pain. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you. Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. They're afraid you're disappointed in them. Pleasure with a close friend. Maybe you were friends first. The sun, happiness and well-being. I think that they believe that had they not screwed this up, that they would be happy right now. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. I mean, maybe they're manifesting you, or maybe you're manifesting them. It's never, I mean, you can never say whether a person is going to come back, or whether a runner is actually going to come back. Sometimes they just don't. And it's nothing you did. It's just they move a different way on their path. And it's possible that, you know, neither of you ever intended in the 5D for all of this to continue. Maybe you were only intended to have a brief time with this person. So you could learn a lesson and they could learn a lesson. It's possible they caught you in just a really good place. I mean, or their presence put you in a good place. Yeah, it's possible. Let's get some advice from the wildings, please. Spirit, can I have some advice for pile 2 from the wildings, please? Can I have some advice, please? Thank you. Communion. I always, whenever communion comes out, I always want to get another one. It always is like, get another, get another. Don your witch hat. Well, I mean, it is the 11/11 portal today. I think don your witch hat. Yeah, definitely manifest this. Manifest healing and balance for this person. Even if they don't come back You know, even if their path doesn't lie with yours. They need some, you know, good juju, this person. Because people don't become like this unless they have trauma and unless people have done bad things to them. Unless they are truly hurt. You know? And we can't judge other people's hurts. And they might have hurt us. You know? All we can do is pray they get some, manifest them some healing energy. For some reason, this reminds me of just really someone with childhood trauma. And the trauma is so much that they feel like the only way that they can get things to come out in their favor is to what's the word I'm looking for? Orchestrate it themselves. Excuse me, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Only 2? That was lucky. I usually sneeze 100 times and never just twice. Okay. But, I mean, I think that they find comfort in nature sometimes, among animals, or beautiful vistas. Yeah. Well, yeah, I would say, you know, don your witch hat, manifest them some good juju, because they need it. Even if they don't come back, you know, as you do to somebody else, you do to yourself. So when we forgive and when we are kind, we draw forgiveness and kindness toward us. And nobody's perfect. Everybody's done something they need to be forgiven for or to forgive themselves for. So, all right, pile 2. That's your runner. Okay, let's see. Put this deck back. Put these away. Clean it up a little bit. So, if you want more information on your pick a card here, go check out the Tarot Snacks playlist in my, well, there'll be a link at the end of the video to the Tarot Snacks playlist, and you can get a little more information in different ways about this person. They're short videos, 10 to 20 minutes only. Yeah, so go check that out. Get some more info if you want. And I think that, you know, pile 2, you're not, this isn't something you don't already know about this person. I'm pretty sure you already know it. And I'm pretty sure that if you know this, they've already been forgiven. So that's what the ridiculous thing is. If they ran and you're in no contact, they can't know this. They're just out there scared for no reason, when they could come back and have lovely, good times with someone who loves them, right? Okay, pile 3. Before we get started on pile 3, I'm just going to do my little spiel. This is a timeless reading. You found it when you were meant to find it. Again, if you're hungry for more details, feel free to check the Tarot Snacks playlist for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and set the notifications to find out when I go live and do free personal readings. Usually Saturday nights at this point. Internet permitting, I cannot stress that enough. Please feed the algorithm monsters by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I need a lot more interaction with my peeps before I can make super chats and super stickers available. So if you'd like to return the love, there's a link in my to my Amazon wish list in the description box below. There's also Amazon affiliate links to the decks I use, or I'm using in whatever reading. So go buy yourself a pressy if you want. Whatever the cards say, you have free will. You can choose how you react to these messages. That's the way it works. If you're new here, welcome to the family. Okie dokie. Let's do pile 3. Okay, pile 3. What do you got? What do you got? Fork in the road. 11th path, the Fool. The heroine, Urduja. The Diplomat. And this lovely Tranquility card. This is interesting because I think pile 3 that you have a bit of serenity about this. I think you're far enough down this path of, separation with this person that you've accepted the outcome the universe has for you, mostly. It's important to do that. Because a lot of times, that's what it takes to break the runner-chaser thing. You have to stop chasing completely, and that's not just stop cross-watching and stop messaging, and it's also withdrawing all of your power, withdrawing all of your energy, and finding serenity in the fact that you don't know, but you can trust that whatever happens will be what is supposed to happen. It's very difficult to maintain, but even if you can reach a few plateaus of this once in a while, I mean, look at this card. Look at this card. Isn't that gorgeous? Floating in rainbows and cherry trees and waterfalls. Okay, let's look at Urduja. Unfortunately, this book doesn't tell me how to pronounce these, so I'm going to have to look them all up and put the pronunciation in the book. Urduja is a heroine. So, I'm looking, fam. Urduja. Happily single, as she never found a man her equal, Urduja was the beloved leader and legendary Filipino warrior princess who protected her people during a chaotic time. They might be falling into people-pleasing behaviors or tendencies due to automatic caretaking response. Automatic caretaking response. That is, also can be a savior complex, right? They have such a drive to do good that they bury themselves in these low vibrational people who always disappoint. Always, always, always. Because they're not on their level, your person's level, your runner's level. And most of those people, you can't help them. They have to help themselves, right? Do you often say yes when you'd rather say no? Be sure you're not conflating being nice with being kind, and being overly accommodating with diplomacy. Yeah, I think so. I don't think that this person would even mention it if they were being taken advantage of. I think that they will just let that karmic person just run roughshod right over them. And the damage it does is catastrophic, really. I think they are capable of soon, or will be capable soon, of a leap of faith, of a fool setting out on a new journey. And, you know, a fork in the road, it could be, you know, finding another person whose path comes in with theirs, which could be you. Let's actually look at that. Where is that book? Here it is, Wisdom of the Oracle. And it's number 13. Took me a minute to find the number. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make the necessary choice. Yeah, I think this choice is coming. I think it's close. Of course, you know, the choice can approach and they can, you know, fail to look at it. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Lizzie, go lay down. You are fine. Go lay down. Demon Beagle. Okay. Why the Serenity card, Spirit? Why the Serenity card, please? Why the Serenity card? Why the Serenity card, please? Why is it here? For pile 3's Renner. Thank you. 5 of Swords. Yeah. And this card, this is Isis. And Osiris has been murdered and dismembered by... yeah. Oh, I hate this. Is so horrible to have a bad memory because I can't even tell the good stories anymore. She's been conquered. Isis has been conquered by Set, right? And she's preparing her vengeance because she does get vengeance. And maybe your person was, you know, in a vengeful state of mind. And they came to you and you were serene, perhaps. Because you know them. You know their heart. And probably their heart, vengeance is probably not who they are, right? That it doesn't go with their actual personality, right? Why Urduja, please? Why the Diplomat? Why Urduja? I think the Tower. Yeah, I think they thought that if they didn't just quietly exit, that there was going to be a tower and a clishmaclaver and that a brawl or something, you know, something bad was going to happen if they didn't just ease their way back out of the situation. Yeah. Why the Fool, Spirit? Why is the Fool here, please? Why the Fool? Thank you. The King of Coins. Yeah, I think that they've done some grounding and some, you know, working. And it's coming close to a time when I think that they can take another leap. It looks like. Why the Fork in the Road, Spirit? Why is there a fork in the road, please? Why is there a fork in the road? Why is there a fork in the road? Fork in the road, Spirit. Why is it here? Why is this fork in the road here, please, Spirit? Why is this fork in the road? Thank you. 6 of Coins. Balanced and give and take. Reciprocal give and take. Maybe they're ready for it, or getting ready to be ready for it. It's possible. I think it's something they want. It's a goal they want to reach. Maybe that fork in the road. You know? Okay, let's get a couple more. Why the Five of Swords, Spirit? Why the Five of Swords? Why is that here for the runner, please? Why is that here? Thank you. Yeah, and again, they weren't looking at you. They had all sorts of things that were blinding them. See in this card? He's got these 3 golden bird cups here. And they're fancy and they're, you know, they draw the eye, they're sparkly. But really the prize is this little sparrow back here. Or bluebird, right? This is the bluebird, the bird that can sing them back to life. And they didn't see it. They didn't see it until later, I think. The Tower. Why is the Tower here, Spirit? Why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here, Spirit, please? Why is the Tower here? For pile 3. I think this is it. 10 of Swords. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how they see it. They had a freaking tower and they're stuck full of swords and they felt powerless, you know, because it always happens to them. It always happens this way. And you were their chance to break that cycle and they just haven't done it yet. They haven't done it yet. The King of Coins. Why is the King of... Sorry, that was me. I tried to deal off of a... Well, I mean, we'll just go ahead and take these two. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, they want to... They want to have a place. They want to belong. They feel that they deserve better and they never got it. You know, and yeah, running was probably not the wisest way to go about trying to get that, but you can't account for what people will do when they get in their ego. You can't account for what people need to do to heal from a trauma, you know, or multiple traumas. Why is the Six of Coins here, Spirit? Why is the Six of Coins here, please? How is this upside down? That was weird. Did I just start dealing them upside down? The Empress. I think that this is what they want. You know, they're looking for a way to detour off whatever path they're on and you know, start a new path with the Empress, with reciprocal give and take, with somebody who's not going to further damage their heart. And they're trying over here to fill their own cup. They're trying. Maybe they just, you know, feel like they deserve better. Most people do deserve better than what they have. Most people. I think. But you're still here glowing. They want to make a turn towards you. They want reciprocal give and take. Six of Coins. I think they look at you as, you know, a little bit of magic, right? That probably also scared them if you know, I think about it. People don't know what to do when they have something right up there in their face that's amazing. You know, that's when all the insecurities start coming out. Well, what if they don't like me? What if they break my heart? What if they're too good for me? Or what if I can't do what they expect? What if I can't make them happy? This is the questions they ask themselves. These questions are all in here, right here. See? They think if they stay small and they don't come asking for love, they're diplomatic, then they won't have any towers and they won't have any heartbreak. They won't have to fear anything if they're alone. All right, let's get some tea leaves. Spirit, can we have some tea leaves for pile 3's person, for the runner? Can we have some tea leaves for the runner, please? Thank you. Any more? Thank you. I'm just going to let them pop right out if they want to. Yes. Anything else? Anything else, please? Thank you. Anything else? Ooh, a unicorn. I haven't seen that one yet. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? X forces working against you. Yeah, I'll put that there with the tower. That's how they feel. Sorrow over a loss. They're probably are grieving the fact that they were dumb and they ran off. They didn't see it, or they couldn't deal with it if they did see it. Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. This goes back to people who get a disappointment and dive headfirst into work. Trouble and accusations. Put that in there with that tower. Turkey. Someone behaving stupidly. Yeah, they feel stupid. Keep your life in balance. Yep, they're still looking for that. Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Their intuition. That is the thing they need to do. When you're in swords energy, you need to fight that with your intuition. Because swords, you know, ego, swords, and things that cause the swords, that is, you know, only fought by your intuition. Because if you stay in swords energy, if you stay in your head, you will only breed doubt. 10 of Swords, that's doubt, that's fear. A sincere wish will be granted. Perhaps they've been manifesting you. I think I got them all. Hold on just a minute. Bed. Bed. Stay. It really bothers me that I don't know how to make this dog happy. I really don't. I don't. I have wrecked my brain. And other than just letting her lay in a big pile of dog food and eat herself into the next life, I don't know what to do. All right, let's get some advice from the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle. Some advice, please. Some advice from the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle. Some advice, please. Can I get some advice? Some advice, please. Thank you. Anything? Advice for pile 3's person or pile 3? How should pile 3 deal with this person? Be yourself. That's a big message right now. Be yourself. Be yourself. And I think, you know, if they do, if they are spying, if they are watching you on social media, if they're asking people about you, you know, the best thing you can do is be yourself. Because obviously you caught their attention. In the beginning, you caught their attention. Otherwise, they wouldn't be suffering towers over you, right? You know? They wouldn't be suffering over you if you hadn't made an impression the first time. So, when they come back, be the same person as when they left. Consistency is comforting, especially to people in pain. Runners run because they fear pain, you know, they fear being hurt. Everyone fears being hurt. Everybody. It's not special by gender. It's not, you know, whether they admit it to themselves or not. That is the root cause of much misery, is fear. And sometimes it's easier to just be small in your life than it is to go out there and take those things that make you happy. But they know you're the Empress. They know you're a unicorn. They know there is no one else like you. So don't try to be like everybody else. Okay? Your beautiful magic might have scared them away in the first place, but it is also going to be the thing that brings them back if they come back. If they are meant to come back, they will. And everybody wants to know when. And it just depends on how long it takes them to get over this. To get over this fear. And some people have had nothing but a lifetime of disappointment. Imagine being on this earth for 48 years, say, and having nothing but disappointment in everyone you've ever loved. Or or you have done nothing but disappoint everyone you've ever loved. That's some hella trauma right there. That's some hella towers. Especially when they have to face it. Yeah. I get this idea, this feeling of them wanting to come and lay their head on your shoulder. Because they did it once, maybe. Yeah. Handle your runners with kindness if you're going to handle them at all. It's frustrating. It is. But I think that kindness is never the wrong thing. Understanding and sympathy and empathy is never the wrong thing. And I'm not saying you have to be a bigger person. You're already a big person. You're already the bigger person. You're already the Empress. You can be the one that does the first, forgiving. The first serenity. I mean, and because this reading starts with serenity, right? And ends with serenity. The Empress to arguably, an Empress. Yeah. The dumb schmuck. Am I right? It's so difficult too, because until they get this through their head, if they are meant to come back, until they get this through their head, they're just going to keep having towers. They're going to keep having towers. Right? It's brutal. Trouble and accusations. Maybe they catch trouble and accusations from mutual friends who don't understand the runner-chaser thing. Yeah. Stay the Empress. Be yourself. Use your intuition. And manifest this. Manifest healing for this person. Because if you're still watching tarot readings about a runner that presumably has been gone for a while, you have a connection, of a soul connection of some type with this person. And maybe, you've had all of the time with this person that you're supposed to have, but also maybe not. It's so hard to sit still when you know they're in pain. It's so hard to sit still and be quiet and not make assumptions and not contact them and not try to support them. You know, I think people in pain, you know, they're like a lot of time like animals in pain. They'll attack whatever moves. We have to remember to go with compassion, I think. Well, pile 3, this is your reading for your runner. I hope this helps. Love you, bye.